name is Debbie Jacobs, and I am a positivity mindset coach who focuses on success and happiness. And today I wanted to talk about the depressed, the diagnosed, and mental illness. Um, that's something that's been a part of my family and my life growing up, and it never really sat well with me that somebody who goes through difficult times or difficult upbringing gets labeled with a non-curable illness. I've always saw a connection between people's troubles and their circumstances, and maybe it being too much for a healthy person to cope with, and their mind plays tricks on them, or things get, you know, they start to develop negative thoughts and symptoms of mental illness. But why is it a permanent non-curable thing? Why is it not conditional based on circumstances? And when people change their circumstances or make changes in their lives, they can have a full recovery, and they can create all the happiness and success and have a great life. Depression. Everybody goes through hard times. People, fall, so to speak, and we have to get up and move on, and recover and move forward and create the best that we can out of our lives. But it seems that some people fall, and they make a life. Now that they've fallen, they create their life out of where they are instead of getting back up, getting back on track, and moving forward with their dreams. And I think that having a diagnosis can almost be like a life sentence. People don't think that it's possible to get better. They feel chained to the diagnosis, and it affects their morale and their mentality. When and we then we then learn to live life with the mental illness instead of having aspirations of getting up and recover and fully recovering. And I think that is possible. We can do it, and a lot of it has to do with self-esteem. And people that have negative experiences, have a negative childhood, they develop low self-esteem. If things happen to them, and they're not able to meet their needs, not able to monitor their boundaries, they can develop low self-esteem and poor coping skills, and anger, and then negativity. And negativity is the lowest vibration. There's you can be negative, but there's nowhere to go once you've hit rock bottom. Not rock. Well, rock bottom is the start of turning things around. And most people, they may not get to rock bottom. They might just live unhappy and be unhappy, and make a life for themselves out of their unhappiness and their mental illness, because now they have a diagnosis of a mental illness. When we all have the opportunity and option and resources to work on ourselves so that we can build our self-esteem, so that we can empower ourselves. We can be empowered. We are all powerful people. We just may not have tapped into it. Beyond confidence is power. And that's where everybody has power to achieve whatever it is that they want. Determination and commitment will get you to your goals, because you're determined and you're committed. And if you change your mind with either one, well, then you lose your determination and you lose your commitment, so there go your goals. But if you stay committed and determined, you will achieve your goals, no matter what obstacles or opportunities come your way. But if we trust in the process of life, uh, good things are meant for all of us, happiness, and things are meant to work out. So if we have a label of depressed or mental illness or bipolar, then we think, well, this is our destiny. Well, I'll speak for myself, but I think that it is a common, it is a common sentiment that it's a life sentence, and really focusing on doing things that help boost our self-esteem, help lift our self-esteem to a healthy level, um, really will, is life-changing. And I think that when we do that, we'll have less symptoms of mental illness. So is mental illness curable? Well, I spoke with a psychiatric person at a program that I went to, and they said that mental illness goes into remission, so we could be totally fine when we're in remission, and then we have it could be episodic, have episodes. I don't know if episodic is the right word, but it can have come back in recurring episodes. But you know what? Once you get to a healthy self-esteem and you feel empowered and you're controlling your thoughts and thinking positively, I mean, mental illness are negative thinkers. Maybe that's the problem. Low self-esteem, negative thinking, poor coping skills, right? We're not good at setting boundaries and expressing our needs. So assertive communication, we work on assertive communication, and we give ourselves the opportunity to grow. But we like our comfort zone, and beyond our comfort zone is where everything, happiness is, success, everything that's out of our comfort zone, is good for us. But because we have fear, we don't go outside of our comfort zone. The fear keeps us in, and we don't grow. But growth is exactly what we need, in my opinion, to overcome mental illness. We grow. And with that growth comes new coping skills. We learn new coping skills. And that is, by preparing, by learning new coping skills, we have a whole new set of ways to handle situations. And we can be empowered. I'm not sold on diagnosis. I'm not sold on it being incurable and permanent. I think that mental illness is not an illness. I think that it has everything. This is my opinion, right? And I feel that the mind can heal like the body can heal. The body heals itself. And by controlling our thoughts, we can, change our whole life experience by not thinking negatively, by thinking positively. Our whole life has a new, like a new lease on life. And Louise Hay says, "Change your thoughts, change your life," and it's true. So maybe there are things that we can do to treat ourselves that we haven't done. And empowerment, raising our self-esteem, learning new coping skills, can be just like any happy, healthy person. And I think it's a possibility. I've done a lot of work with a life coach and reading of self-improvement books and all that stuff. And self-improvement is life improvement. So whether or not mental illness, it doesn't even matter. I had no problem with any diagnosis. I could care less because it doesn't stop me from accomplishing my goals, living my dreams, and having a great life. And that's more important than what other people say, right? What someone tells me about myself is not so much important as what I believe I can accomplish. And I believe that whether or not you have a diagnosis, you could still have all the opportunities. You could still have a healthy self-esteem. You can still change your behaviors. We're adults, and have an impactful life. So my name is Debbie Jacobs. I'm a positivity mindset coach because I literally retrain my brain from negative thinking to positive thinking, and I want to share that with people who want to do the same. If you if this resonates with you, I would love to hear from you. And I also developed an app to reprogram the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is based on our conditioning, and if we have negative conditioning, we have negative thoughts, and you know what? The rest, the rest is pretty much self-explanatory, because negative thinking. I know a lot of people that have depression, and they're negative thinkers. So maybe it's just a mindset change. So, okay. And on that note, I thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to leave any comments or anything, that would be great. Thanks so much. Bye.